You had something special with her once, didn't you? There were moments that made you think she might just be the one. But somehow, things slipped away. Maybe there was a mistake, maybe it was timing, or maybe life just got in the way. But now, you are wondering if there is a way to reignite that spark and win her heart back. Well, the truth is, it is not impossible. There are steps you can take, but it requires patience, understanding, and the right approach. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what those steps are and how to make her fall for you again. But before we dive into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because this channel is all about helping you navigate relationships and become your best self. Trust me, you do not want to miss what is coming next. Now, let's get into the first step, self-reflection. To get her to love you again, you need to start by asking yourself why things ended in the first place. Was it something you did, or maybe something you did not do? Was it miscommunication, neglect, or were you not being the person you truly want to be in the relationship? Taking a long, hard look in the mirror can be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. You cannot move forward if you do not acknowledge the past. The key here is not to wallow in guilt, but to understand the root of the problem. Did you make her feel unappreciated? Did you fail to communicate your emotions or listen to hers? These are the things that matter deeply in any relationship. She wants to feel valued, heard, and loved. So if you are serious about getting her back, you need to understand where things went wrong and show her that you are ready to make changes. But here is the kicker: simply telling her you will change is not enough. Words alone will not win her back. You have to show her. Think about it. If someone hurt you before, would you believe them just because they said they would be different? She needs to see tangible proof that you have reflected on your mistakes and taken steps to improve. Here is something important. Reconnect with yourself before trying to reconnect with her. This may sound counterintuitive, but if you want her to love you again, you need to love yourself first. What do I mean by that? Well, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Work on your physical, emotional, and mental health. Pursue your passions, build your confidence, and start becoming the person you truly want to be. When she sees that you are not just trying to win her back, but actually becoming a better person in the process, that is when her curiosity will spark. She will begin to wonder what changed, why you seem so different, and what she might be missing out on. At this point, you might be thinking, but when do I actually reach out to her? Great question, and I will get to that in just a second. But first, let us talk about why she probably pulled away in the first place. It is crucial to understand that when a girl distances herself, it is often because she felt the emotional connection between you fading. It is not always about a big, dramatic fight. Sometimes, it is just a slow disconnect where she feels like you are not on the same wavelength anymore. Maybe she felt like you were not paying attention to her needs, or perhaps you started taking her for granted without even realizing it. Understanding her emotions is vital in this process. Now, before I get into the next crucial step, if you are enjoying the video so far, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts or experiences to share, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Now, let us talk about the reconnection phase. This is where things start to get interesting. When you feel like you have done the inner work, when you have become more self-aware and have focused on becoming the best version of yourself, it is time to reach out to her. But here is the thing. Do not come across as desperate. Desperation is a huge turnoff. Instead, approach her with calm confidence. A simple, casual message can do wonders. Something like, "Hey, I have been thinking a lot lately, and I hope you are doing well. Would love to catch up sometime." Notice how the message is relaxed. No pressure, no drama, just a simple reconnection. The goal is to rebuild that friendship first. Jumping straight into the romantic side of things can overwhelm her, especially if she is still unsure of where things stand. Take your time. Let her see the changes in you. Let her feel comfortable in your presence again. When you do meet up, make it about her. Ask her how she has been, listen to her, and be genuinely interested in what she has to say. Women are incredibly perceptive. She will notice if you are just pretending to care or if you are actually listening. So make sure you are in the moment, paying attention, and showing her that you value her opinions and feelings. Here is something crucial. Do not push her for an answer right away. If you rush her, you might scare her off. The most important thing is to rebuild that emotional connection before anything else. Let her rediscover the reason she fell for you in the first place. Now, I know this process can be nerve-wracking and you might feel impatient. But remember, rebuilding a relationship takes time. There is no magic formula that will make her fall in love with you overnight. However, if you follow these steps and show her consistent effort, the chances of reigniting the love are much higher. We are getting close to the end, but here is the final and maybe the most important part. Give her space. If she feels like you are constantly in her face, trying to convince her, she will pull away even further. Let her process her emotions. Let her see that you respect her boundaries. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is step back and let her come to you when she is ready. Before we wrap up, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on more advice on relationships and personal growth. And remember, getting her to love you again is not about manipulation or tricks. It is about genuine self-improvement and showing her that you are someone she can trust and love again. In the end, love is not something you can force, but it is something you can nurture and reignite with the right approach. Be patient, be kind, and most importantly, be the best version of yourself. That is what she will notice, and that is what will bring her back to you.